Okay, so there is a treasure buried under something that you need to get rid of. So there seems to be something that you have around your house or your place or whatever that has a lot of junk. And once you remove that junk, you are going to find some sort of treasure. I had to get that message out immediately. So, guys, my name is Cassie. This is Spiritual Teacher for You, and I'm here to give a reading. It's been a few days since I've recorded a reading, so normally that makes me feel a little like I gotta, but it just the energy wasn't there to give a reading, and I'm really trying. I'm trusting, not trying, because Yoda says there's only do, there is no try. Uh, but that was the message that really felt like it was for the collective. Also, when I connected to spirit here, you guys, I immediately got emotional. Immediately, like had to dry my face because I cried. So, there is some emotions here. It definitely felt like sadness. Not it didn't feel like cleansing tears. It felt like sad tears. So someone here is definitely feeling on the emotional side, and so my heart goes out to you because I know it's tough to deal with sadness. And sadness can be heartbreak, or this could be the death of a loved one, or this could be a relationship that has broken up, and it's just whatever sad feelings there are, that those are coming forward at this time. I do feel also a like no nonsense energy. Um Almost I'm getting yeah, if you ever saw Matilda, Trunchbull or the principal or whatever, how she would wear her hair like this, and she was very no nonsense but super scary. So I don't know if that energy is in your life right now. She was pretty rough. There was no nice bone in her body. So I hope that you're not surrounded by someone like that, but I'm just picking up on the no nonsense aspect of principal. What is it, Trunchbull, Trunch, something like that. Let me know in the comments if you do know. But I was very drawn to my Woodland Wardens deck with my animals, and they do plants as well. So I've been very drawn to the forest lately. I do feel like the forest it holds answers and truths for us, but it is a matter of connecting with nature in order to get these messages. So nature wants us to make a conscious effort to connect with Mother Gaia and listen for messages. Listen. Go outside, put your feet in the ground and just listen as long as you can. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I could stay out there for quite a long time if the mosquitoes didn't bother me or if, little critters or bugs didn't mess with me. Yesterday I went outside and I saved I don't know what kind of bug it was, but it was in the water bowl, and I just saw his little legs moving. I was like, "Oh, I don't know what you are, but I'm going to save you." And I picked it up with my finger, not even knowing if it was a stinging bug or not, which thank goodness it wasn't. But you could tell, and his little antenna were all curled up, and he just sat there and like stretched them out and cleaned them off on my finger. And then he started to like really grasp onto my finger, and I was like, this is feeling uncomfortable. And so I was like, here, I'll put you on this piece of wood. And then he got on the wood and started finished cleaning himself. But yeah, and so that was, I don't know, there was a connection I feel like I made with nature there. I was like, hey, I'm only here to help. I'm going to do my part to help. And, yeah. So I'm here to spread that message that I feel like nature is calling to us right now to connect with it, because there are messages. There are messages. There's truth. There's the real deal is out there. The real deal is out there. And yes, I am talking about manicured nature, like my backyard. That's landscaped and manicured. If I were to walk just a few more feet out into the woods, that's a little unmanaged, that's just wild growth out there. So I do feel like if you do get out into nature, just make sure that you are being safe and precautious and wearing the proper attire and putting, just being safe, I guess. If you want to. If you don't want to be safe, you don't have to. I did have a tick on me when I was trimming some bushes the other day, so just be careful of that. Okay, anyways, you're all good here for that message. There was one more thing that I wanted to say before I look into the cards. I was about to have a coughing fit, so I had to pause. Um, I had a stranger. Okay, so let me get some context. Whenever someone comes to my house for the first time who's never been here, my anxiety's through the roof. Through the roof. I manic, panic clean. Anybody who gets in my way, I'm gonna yell at them. Like, it's not a good time, right? It's not a good time for anybody involved. And I'm not like a rage monster. It's gotten better over the years, but yeah, I panic clean, manic clean, and I find myself doing things that like they're not even gonna see. So it's total anxiety. It's just panic. It's ridiculous, and I know that when it's happening. And so I did that 7-day chakra cleansing, balancing meditation series where I guide you through clearing and balancing each chakra center. And so I've been doing them myself, in the morning or just whenever I have a moment. I'm like, let's do some chakra clearing stuff or whatever. And so, especially the root, I've been working on the root and the sacral a lot, but the root especially. And so, um, first of all, the sensations I've been having through my chakra centers since I've been doing that, it's really magical, you guys. I don't know how else to explain it. To feel that area of your body that connects to a chakra center just light up all of a sudden when something happens and you're like, oh, and you figure out like, oh, I'm feeling that way because I still need to work on my personal power. And so I'll feel a sensation in my solar plexus chakra, or that scares me. And so I'll feel, a prickling in my root chakra, whatever. So, since working on those chakra centers and clearing them out and balancing them and really putting like a very clear, intentional focus into that, I had some people come over the other day, and one of them had already been to my house, but one of them had not. And I'm just telling y'all, and this is the honest truth. Yes, I definitely cleaned, obviously, but it wasn't in manic. In fact, I cleaned the night before so that I wouldn't be in manic mode. And I don't usually do that. I wait till the day of to clean and then I'm panicking, right? And I thought ahead because when you work on your chakra centers, you are building the foundations to build up your self love, right? And that's just, it all goes together. You show your self love by taking the time to really feel in your body and really figure out, well, where am I feeling blockages? Where am I feeling stuckness? Where am I holding weight? Where am I holding pain? Those are all signs and symptoms. Where am I getting pimples? Where am I getting blemishes on my body? And you tune in. And so, I mean, that's why I put out all 7 of them, because you could go through all of them in an hour and be cleared up and balanced up, but you got to keep them there. And so I'm getting out of what I want to say, but what I really want to say is, you guys, I wasn't panicked. I wasn't manicked. They came over. I was very like, and this, I'm telling you from the heart here. I was calm. I just sat on my couch and waited for them to get there. And normally I'm up pacing, and my husband will be like, can you please sit down? I'm like, no, I cannot. I'm sorry. And so I wasn't pacing. I did feel myself get up and kind of check out the window, knowing they weren't there. That's why I constantly check the window to see if I don't know what it is. And so after working on balancing that root chakra, I was able to just actually relax on my couch until they got there and feel confident doing so. And I was like, this is so wonderful. This is so peaceful and calm. I love this. And I can't associate it to anything else but that, you guys. So if you do feel like there are blockages in you, you can check out my guided meditation series, which I'll have in the link below. But yeah, I just had to tell you guys that because it was the first, like, very physical, tangible, legit thing, big difference I noticed since doing the meditation series. I mean, I definitely feel like I sit a little bit straighter now. It's much easier for me to visualize the more I do it. I can definitely feel my chakras way more now. I can tell where a sensation is, what area of my body it's in. I can usually associate it to, like, but sometimes I'll get some and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. Can you give me clarity, please? Um, so yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Now let's get into the cards. If you're still here, thank you so much. And thank you so much for supporting my channel and this message and this guidance that comes out. I truly appreciate those of you that do tune in and those of you that engage and I don't know, that share your personal stories as well and just letting me know that what I'm putting out does resonate. If you don't feel like commenting, the way you can do that is just by liking or even sharing if you wanted to or saving the video. But anyways, two of my woodland wardens have come out while I was talking, and I don't want to keep shoveling with the microphone right there. So we're going to look at these. We've got the deer and oat for healing. Oh my gosh. You guys, I was literally just talking about healing through the chakras. So the deer, that is so interesting. I've been seeing a lot of videos on like just social media with deer. The deer is very, very graceful, serene animals, right? And the oat, this is oat, not my mind kept thinking oak. So this is oat for healing. And then we've got the salamander and black pepper for inspiration. Maybe you've been seeing lizards or salamanders lately. I know lizards are reptiles and salamanders are amphibians. So that's interesting. I'm also noticing the brightness, those spotlights on him. So I feel like the spotlight might be on you at this time or is going to be. That's interesting. This is black pepper, but those peppercorn kernel things are brown. You would just think with it being black pepper, they'd be black, is all. So there's something about assuming here. Okay, well, I'm going to look at the book because I feel like there's a message in there that I am missing. Okay. This is the deer and the oat for healing. You know, I definitely feel a lot of healers in this message. I feel like you are starting to recognize you are a healer. You're starting to proclaim, like to say you're a healer. Spirit is so proud of you. And like every time you say it, they're like, woo, 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 woo. Like I can literally like see them. That's great. Yeah, you're a healer. I feel like your presence around others is very calming. Um, for some, for others, you trigger them because of your healing energy. It's forcing them to see what they still need to work on. And it can come off harsh, like, and personally towards you. But really, that's just their reaction towards you being your authentic self as a healer. I'm seeing the sloth So there's slow moving energy here. Oh, so your healing is a buildup. Okay, that's interesting. So it doesn't penetrate very fast, your healing energy. It takes time to heal this. Okay. I'm getting someone's arm that may cause them a lot of trouble. Um, I don't know. I'm getting like, I just feel like I'm rubbing on someone's arm right now, like their forearm, like kind of doing this. So I feel like someone's forearm, elbow area is giving them trouble. You could be a massage therapist and that's like giving you trouble. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so healing. The shy and gentle fallow deer is known for its white spots. That's interesting that we have spots here with the deer and the salamander. We got white spots and yellow spots. That's interesting. I feel like there's a message there, so I'm gonna like let that sink in a little. And the broad velvety antlers it sheds and regrows each year. I think I recently learned, like within the past few years, that deer shed their antlers, and people who live where there's like a lot of local deer will just go in the woods and find antlers out in the woods and then make crafts with them and stuff. Blows my mind. And then they grow them back, and they're fuzzy. How cool is that? You would think that they're like, I don't know, but anyways. Even in poor, oh, okay. Similarly, oats are symbols of restorative nutrition. Even in poor soil, oats can flourish, providing hearty sustenance. And that is reminding me of plants that I thought were long dead have all come back this year. And I was like, oh my God, you're a zombie plant. Because there was no way you were coming back. But they did, and they're beautiful. So that just tells me there's healing being done right now. This is making a lot of sense. So, okay. I'm getting lots of hands covering your body right now, and they are doing some energetic healing on you. I'm also seeing that angels are involved in this process. Holy moly, this is emotional. So if you feel, and I'm just getting like, hey, remember today's the strawberry full moon? By the way, guys, today's the strawberry full moon. And you know, full moons are about releasing, and that's part of the healing process. Yeah, and I'm seeing my pink letters on the wall that say, be still and know that I am God. Um, that reminds me of connecting with nature. Just being still and connecting with nature is very healing. That's why nature is calling us. That's why they're calling to us to join with them. They want to heal us, you guys. I know that may sound woo woo for a lot of you, but I feel very strongly. I mean, I feel it in my bones that modern medicine has gotten away from the natural remedies. Modern medicine has now been so far diluted by so many other additives and chemical processes that it is now a foreign substance to our bodies, and it may serve one purpose, but it causes others, you know? And I am so strongly for that the earth has every kind of medicine we could possibly need. Seriously, you guys, I can say that with like so much truth behind it. And I'm not an expert in this. Maybe that's the road I need to go down. Maybe that's the research I need to go. I just know that I am very passionate about healing through natural remedies. Okay. So I got two messages coming in. I hope I remember both. My storage just died, so I had to delete a bunch of stuff, junk, you know, to be able to keep recording. So there's something here about purging, just like from earlier, the very beginning message about purging, and then you'll find a treasure. Okay. So that's there again. And then the other thing was I had, it was such a weird sensation, you guys. I was totally fine. And then all of a sudden I sat down and I guess I moved my neck the wrong way, and all of a sudden my head started pounding instantly. And I was like, "Oh God." And it was like, "What do I do right now?" And so I just did what I would do for someone else who had a headache. I laid my hands on it, I rubbed it, I rubbed my neck, I got the massager out, rubbed my neck, I put ointment on it, and then I went outside and put my feet in the ground. And it was wonderful. And I'm not saying it's going to be instant. And I think a lot of people who criticize healers, they would put it in quotations, not me, criticize healers because they expect healers to be able to just touch them and they're healed in the way that they would think that they'd be healed. And healing is only allowed as much as we allow it to take place. So if you're not open to full healing being done, then only the healing will be done that you're allowing, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Okay. This is a card for resting and recharging. Yes, healing is resting, you guys, to allow the energy to be there for healing, to allow the mind to be calm in order to take on this healing. It's very important to rest. I'm getting Four of Swords here. I'm really wondering if there's something that's wanting this message to not get out, because I keep getting disruptions. I've paused the video several times. My video got cut off, and I don't know. And then I just got a phone call that really made me look hard. So let's keep going, because it doesn't matter. We're blocking that. You know what? We are going to now take my selenite wand. We're going to clear this energy out. That whatever is trying to stop this message, you can just go on now, because this message is protected and it will get to those that need to see it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we are going to light that sage up some more. Here we go. And it's with my orange lighter, so the sacral's coming out here. Okay, yes, please cleanse this space of any negative energies, of any energies that do not align with this message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right, let's keep going, because it says 4 minutes and 4 seconds, which that's 4:04. We'll get to that in a second. But that is of the second half of this video where I had to re-record. So 4:04, yeah, 4 is the number of solid foundation. So this healing is needing to take place in order for you to be able to elevate and upgrade. This healing needs to take place, and the healing may look not like typical healing may look. This, you may, purging is coming, so you may be using the bathroom a lot. I'm getting to drink lots of water. There's something just about things releasing from your body that you no longer need. This could be major things, or this could be subtle things. For some of you, it's major. You may actually have an organ that is no longer functioning, and so it may be being taken out, like the gallbladder, or maybe some of you have had a hysterectomy recently, so or are needing to. There's just something about parts in the body needing to be purged because they are no longer useful. But we're also being encouraged to help our bodies to heal with what we are putting in them by food and fruit and drinks and water, teas, herbal teas, mushrooms. Mushrooms are big, guys. I'm sorry, I know I seem a little all over the place all of a sudden. Yeah. Okay. So moderation and mindfulness are key as you recover from trauma or a period of intense exertion. Okay, let's go to the salamander and black pepper and get that message. I feel a rushed energy, and I know it's not mine because I like to take my time with these messages. Um, the numbers 15 and 17 may be significant to some of you. So the salamander and black pepper, these are symbols of fire and heat. You know, salamanders are all over the tarot. The salamander and black pepper call us to be full of energy and inspired. What what contrasting messages, right? Okay, relax and heal. Get inspired, get fired up. Both Aristotle and Pliny the Elder wrote of the salamander's ability to withstand flames. And the creature, okay, so by flames, I instantly saw, and I'm getting my solar plexus. So there's someone here who is spitting fire at you. They may be talking about you behind your back, and you can feel it. You can feel your name being said in someone's mouth. Um, and they definitely are someone who has tried to take away your power, because as a healer, I feel almost jealousy in them of your abilities, and I feel their envy of you as well. Like they want what you have. And I normally don't try to gear my readings in this direction, but I feel like those of you who resonate with that will know who I'm talking about. And yeah, so just know that no one can steal your power, no one can take your power unless you let them. So call your power back to you if you feel like you have given your power away. And also saying the phrase, I remember who I am. I remember who I am. I call back my power to me. I remember who I am. It's very empowering. I felt that energy raise up from my solar to my heart. So it's almost like just you saying those words in a meaningful way. Even if you don't believe them at first, the more you say them, the more you find that you do believe what you're saying, right? It's really empowering, seriously. Okay. That also puts up, sorry, I just had to say this. That also puts up a protective barrier when you call back your power, you solidify it in you, call on Archangel Michael to put up protection around you and to cut any ties or cords that are not for your highest good. Okay. Um, the creature's association with fire is echoed in ancient Greek myth. That's so funny, you guys. I watched like a cartoon version of the Odyssey last night. Really cool. Black pepper or peppercorn has an earthy flavor with a spicy kick, making it a perfect match for the fire-friendly salamander. A new opportunity awaits, and so to fulfill it, you must remain inspired, applying your full energy to your creative endeavors. Okay. So they want you to make a good, honest effort towards your creativity, towards bringing your ideas to life, not just scared of failure or scared that your time will be wasted or it won't manifest into something bigger. I'm hearing that if you dive into your creative endeavors, it will lead you exactly where you're wanting to go, but it may not look or feel the way you thought it would feel or look, but this is what you're desiring. Spirit knows best our desires. We think we know. We know we want to be happy. We know we want to have fun. What does that look like? We think we know, but Spirit actually they're bringing you the highest version of your desires, okay? If you allow it. All right. I am getting to get my mushroom tarot cards. I definitely feel when I was looking down just now, I felt like I was being pushed forward. Like movement forward. So I'm getting chariot here in tarot. But with the mushroom cards, the mushrooms themselves usually have a meaning as well. Also, this whole time, my Lemurian crystal has been out here, so you may have been into Lemurians. I definitely feel like the people into this message that are going to resonate with it are very much spiritual beings, very much high level, done a lot of healing so far in their lives, and this is like the final healing stage. Okay, this is like high level healing that really requires you to tap into your highest self. It requires you to elevate. It requires you to stay high vibing. Okay. It's not a physical healing necessarily, although for some of you it may be. But it's a healing spiritually, mentally, physically, physiologically. You're breaking patterns. You're healing ancestral wounds. You're healing like past lifetime stuff here. So, yes, it is slow moving. That's why that sloth was here. Eight of Pentacles. Yes, you're working hard towards this. You're working so hard towards this. You are I just got balancing like Libra energy here. What is that? I'm getting a farm. Somebody here is maybe owns a farm, works on a farm, wants to work on a farm. What kind of farm is it? Or maybe I'm just getting like farmer energy, how hardworking they are. I'm hearing that you have all the tools that you need to do, or the tools will be presented to you if you open the way up. Okay, so for example, if you have a project, okay, let's just use the farm example. If you're building a farm and you need an excavator, I don't know, but you don't have one, just putting out there like, hey spirit, I need an excavator, can you bring it to me please? You keep doing your work without you know thinking, oh, I don't have an excavator. In your mind, you just scheduled that part of the job for when an excavator shows up, and then you come across one, or a friend has one, or there's a business that likes what you're doing, so they buy you one. I don't even know what an excavator is, you guys. Let's see how ridiculous I'm being. Oh, okay. Excavator. Okay, what is that? I mean, yeah, to build a farm, you might need one of those big things. So yeah, I'm getting construction. Some of you may be in construction, but I definitely feel like someone here is building something. And this is saying that yes, what you're building is absolutely going to flourish. I'm feeling, well, let's get that. What is this thing that they're building? What's the energy around it? What's the energy around what they're building, the collective here? Okay. Three of Swords. Huh. Okay, so there is a collective here that what you're building may not actually, and that goes with what I was feeling earlier, that like it's weighing heavy on you, what you're building, and so it may not go in the direction that you wanted it to go at first. What is this energy? I need clarity on that Three of Swords, please. The High Priestess. Okay. So this is definitely Spirit wanting you to follow your intuition from here on out about making decisions towards this thing that you're building. Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is This kind of goes with that energy of the salamander and the black pepper, that fiery energy. What is this? Four of Wands. Okay, give me just a second. I'm sorry, I haven't been showing all the cards. Okay, so Eight of Pentacles, and there's that little farm that I saw in the background there. It also kind of reminded me of like light poles, like lighting up a city, I'm hearing. What? And then the light in this card too, even though this is Three of Swords. So there's something about something not working out or not going in the way that you thought it would go, and that makes you sad because you put a lot into it. I mean, the Eight of Pentacles tells me that you put a lot into it, so it makes you sad, like, oh my God, how is this not working out? I did everything I could. I did everything I thought to do. But with that Knight of Wands and Four of Wands, I see something coming in that's so much better, that you don't have to work. It's almost like you put so much work into that project. Okay, so I'm getting like a message of the work that you put into this project has not been wasted. And that's what makes you sad, because you think it has. But really, the skills you learned along the way, the connections you made, the experience you got, that is all going to move forward into this new adventure. I truly don't feel, I feel like the energy is telling me that it's not wasted and you think it is. And that's where this sadness is coming from. It's actually all going to build on each other, but it's kind of like the healing process. It takes time. Okay, now I'm getting to get back to my Woodland Wardens. 17:44 on the clock. Oh, so the strawberry moon I'm getting to talk about again. Strawberry moon is, which I have been very attracted to strawberries lately, but let's look up strawberry moon. Well, okay, and I'm getting a lot of like energy in my third eye here. So the strawberry moon is June's full moon, and it will appear unusually low in the sky, and it will be a rare sight, not repeating for another 18 years. Um, it will be most visible as it rises after sunset, and it will reach its peak at 3:44 a.m. Okay, it comes from, the name Strawberry Moon comes from the Algonquian Native American tribes, who used it to mark the time when strawberries were ripe. How cool. Okay, so apparently the energy surrounding this moon is very powerful. It may give you a burst of bold energy. Um, So you may feel the urge to heal old wounds. Oh, that's why all this healing is coming up. Um, so you may feel like addressing lingering issues from a past relationship, or finally stepping up and advocating for yourself. So speaking your truth. So the strawberry moon is pushing you to face whatever guilt or insecurity you have, let it go, and then freeing yourself from that weight. Holy moly, that is amazing. That is the energy that I have been feeling lately. Is I've been feeling like, you know what, I'm tired of making myself small for others. I'm tired of holding back what I feel and think for others, and because of their egos, because of their triggers. Like, my goal now is to show up as authentically as I can, And other people's reactions to me doing that is not my issue. That sounds like a you problem, you know? I did a little TikTok with that song. So, but anyways, let's see what the Woodland Wardens has to say, and then I think we're gonna end there. I definitely feel this message ending there. Um, so yeah, tonight look for the strawberry moon. This is very good for. I'm not getting to charge your crystals. You can, um, but I'm not getting this is the best moon to do that. But it is also as well. So whatever you're feeling drawn to do. Just like I was reminded of the moon, you'll also be reminded to put your crystals out if that's what you feel drawn to do. Okay. All right. So we have the ladybug and sweet pea for happiness. And I'm also getting just lucky ladybug from this. Oh my gosh, what a great ending card. So you're definitely on your way to happiness here. Everything that you are wanting and desiring is going to be coming to you, but the universe, spirit wants to surprise you, and they want you to be ready, and they want you to know that you deserve it. I Because I can feel some of you struggling to feel worthy of what's coming to you. And so spirit really wants you to work on building that solid foundation, so when these beautiful things come in for you, you actually like feel worthy of it, and so they will stay. Things leave our lives when we don't feel worthy of them because we push them away because we don't feel worthy of them, right? All right, 35 may be a number that's significant to you. Symbols of good luck and fortune, the ladybug and sweet pea. Ladybugs are wonderful insects known to keep garden pests like aphids at bay. The sweet pea is a beautiful scented climber. In the Victorian era, sweet peas were given to thank hosts for a lovely time. Aww. Combined, the ladybug and sweet pea represent ease and happiness. You are entering a period of happiness, positivity, and good luck. Celebrate your joy by sharing it with others. Yes. And as you heal that heart space, you'll want to share your happiness with others. That's what I see you being known for, is like someone that spreads happiness, someone that spreads cheer, someone that heals just by being you. And that's so beautiful, you guys. And thank you for doing this healing work because we need it. This planet needs that. We need all the healers at this time to recognize who they are and just own it. Own it that you're a healer. You have healing. You have a healing energy. You have healing hands. You heal others. But healers doubt their capabilities because they feel things on a deeper level than most people around them. So normally they're working through so much trauma and blockages and just all kinds of things that have happened to them. And so that can really stop healers from showing up fully. But I feel that push, especially from the strawberry moon. I feel that push to release all of that, all of those blockages. You can do that guided meditation series. I promise you it helps, and it's just on YouTube. It's not something you have to pay for. I just wanted to put that out there because it is a time of healing for all the healers and everyone else. And it's time. And that purge, that's not just happening on a personal level, that's happening on a global level, on an earthly level, on a universal level, actually. So, you guys, that is all. These are some pretty big messages. I feel like some of you may need to listen to this twice just to get everything. But yeah, interact with me. Let me know. Let me know if you resonated. But I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Much love and light. Bye.